We all had that moment when we realized street code doesn't apply in the corporate world. For me, that moment was watching the Roc-A-Fella Dynasty crumble. Growing up, I didn't just look at Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs as business partners. They sold us on an idea that loyalty was everything, and Roc-A-Fella was for life. Jay-Z took that presidency at Def Jam, and Jay-Z became his own partner's boss. It just ended the record label. It destroyed a whole legacy of people that was a part of hip-hop culture and not just hip-hop fans. Here's exactly how watching that breakup changed how I view hip-hop with business and as friends. If these dudes was brothers, you would think that it felt like that every time I watched them. You know, I watched the State Property 1, State Property 2, the Dynasty. I would see shows, I would see they have like ciphers of hip hop. And now I'm young as a kid watching this, looking like, damn, I can relate to this type of stuff. As a little kid, I can't relate because I'm not older, but I'm like, damn, I can relate to family. Because I had all my family, brothers, friendship that I'm thinking of at the time. I can relate to partying and stuff like that. And to see Jay-Z just go up here and you don't know the story of it, you know, you just know that him and Dame separated. Definitely took a toll on hip hop and it was looked at as something different. And now you gotta be like, wow, you know, it ain't no loyalty in this game. You don't know what happened, what may have happened behind the scenes. All you do is hear. You hearing Dipset came in there and broke it up when Cameron went on the radio and said that he was the president of Roc-A-Fella, and Jay-Z didn't know. You know, I remember watching Memphis Bleak sitting down on his podcast, Rock Solid, shout to Bleak, and he was sitting there with Cameron saying like, yo, when you did that announcement on the radio, or Joel's made that announcement on the radio, I called Jay-Z immediately and told him why Jay was on vacation. And I called Jay and told him like, yo, you heard what just happened? Like, this dude just said, so Memphis Bleak is like, yo, he called him and made that happen, right? People don't know. It could have been a collision of things that happened. Dame tried to say girls, other try to say friendship, other try to say Dipset. I don't know. You know, it probably could be a collision. But when you seen him make that move, Memphis Bleak even said it at one time. Jay-Z had a meeting with Bleak and told him like, yo, you know, things is about to change up. So, you know, everybody need to get it together. What side y'all gonna pick or whatever, but things is about to change up. I don't think he said it to that extent, but he told Bleak things about to change up. Bleak said it in his interview. He went back to Dame and had a meeting with Dame, Beanie Siegel, all of them, and told them the same thing. Like, yo, things about to get different. He about to change up. Shit is about to start happening. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. X, Y, and Z. He said Dame didn't believe him. Niggas was brushing him off. Like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. Bleak like, yo, this is my man. Like, I knew him. I know him. This is what's gonna happen. And Bleak said when shit departed, niggas went their own way. And he sat back and he told it. He told niggas what was gonna happen. So I look at that to say, I learned from there watching that. Like, yo, it's no, when you come into this game, if you able to meet good people, good friends that got your back, people that's gonna hold you down, if you able to meet that, cool, that's a blessing. But you didn't come in for that. When you come into this industry, it's business, man. Everything, contract, paperwork, is business. You gotta come in and understand that these people is not your friends. They not gonna be there to hold your hand, you know. If it's a business opportunity and a move that's being made, and they feel like they can eat from it more than you, or they feel like you don't know about it, what you think is gonna happen to you? Especially if you don't know the business. So this is not some game to come in and play around, especially for new artists, upcoming artists that's coming in. You know, even such as myself, I'm actually learning now that this game I've been new, but I'm learning the business side of it at this time. Like, yo, this game is not a game to be played with, to be your friends. Nobody's your friend. If you meet people and you rock with them and y'all become solid, that's cool. But every artist that I've seen that met good people and then met fucked up people, and then I seen them complain about it. Some of your biggest artists in the world, I seen them tell stories thinking that this shit was a joke, this shit was cool, this artist was their man, and find out this one snaked them, this one, the girl behind their back then had sex with X, Y, and Z, then did stuff behind their back. This game is not like some walk in the park. And then that kid, 6ix9ine, you know, he a rat, of course, but he went and was explaining it. Like, yo, this is how this go, this is how this go, and you not to listen to him, because that's not the best person to take advice from, he told. But at the same time, he was around it, the people that was shady and doing fucked up shit. He was around the industry, he saw it firsthand combat. You know what I'm saying? And he's not the first person that you've heard talked about these. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people that have spoke about it. But back to, off of him, back to Roc-A-Fella, Dame Dash, Jay-Z, Biggs, and all of them. When I started seeing the interviews and Dame ranting, going on rants and talking about the history of Roc-A-Fella and what happened in the industry and how everybody was just trying to get their story. So everybody was trying to get their story out of him. But then I guess when you seen Jay-Z, I noticed that nobody would ask Jay-Z that. I don't know if it's they didn't want to lose their job, they didn't want to get into this. Somebody was sent to let them know Jay-Z's not answering no questions about Roc-A-Fella or anything. You gotta ask him about information that's going on now. I don't know if it was that, but it's like, this is the things that was happening that was going on now. Every time they interview Jay, you don't see them ask Jay about Roc-A-Fella and stuff. So it just seemed a little awkward to me and a little weird. But I just learned that it ain't no loyalty in this game. Don't come in here and expect that people gonna be your friends. I'm coming to this game, meet everybody, everybody's your brother, everybody's this, everybody's your sister, everybody. Nah, it's not gonna work out like that. If you meet some solid people in this industry, that's cool. You know, that's a plus. You take that on the chin and you run with it and you keep them locked in. If they really solid and they for you and got your best interest at heart. But if you meet somebody that's, because you're gonna meet a bunch of the fake shit. I remember hearing stories, Jonah Lucas said you walk into the label, they got your wall, your pictures and everything, and bottles and everything up on the wall like you #1. Next week they got somebody else, whole pictures and same thing because they selling. So, and they'll do that to kind of will you in. You got Bobby Smurda stories. You know, how they did Bobby Smurda. Jonah Lucas stories, how they did Jonah Lucas. Like, this is a continuation thing. These ain't the first people that this type of stuff happened to, and this ain't gonna be the last. Now I heard they're giving contracts with the artists with life insurance behind it. Where if you signing to an artist, you signing your life insurance. You signing with life insurance because in case if you die, they gonna eat off of you. This is what's going on in this industry, you know what I'm saying, right now, especially with these new artists and drill, because a lot of them, the labels is feeling like they killing themselves. They not gonna die, they not gonna live long, they're not gonna last, so we gonna make money off this artist's death. And that shit is sad, but it's real. So, you know, independent, I say, is the way to go. You just gotta grind. I'm grinding it out right now with the YouTube. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm getting my fans, I'm getting my followers. Those who really rock with me is gonna stay, and those who not, they're not gonna stick around. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the fans off that. I'm building it right now. As I'm talking to y'all, I'm building it. You know, it ain't an easy journey, but if you on this journey and you've been on this journey with me and you rocking with me, let's go. Let's keep going. I said, let me know in the comments if you felt like there's loyalty in this game and should people be trusted when you come into this industry or any industry. It could be your work, your job, or anywhere. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. hit the notification bell, share this video. Welcome to HipHopSince9 and Hip Hop Insights, and I'll see y'all in the next one.